Astrology and witchcraft are two ancient practices that have captivated the human imagination for centuries. Both have their roots in spiritual traditions, and each offers a unique lens through which people understand the world around them. Despite often being lumped together under the broader umbrella of esoteric and mystical practices, astrology and witchcraft have distinct methodologies, histories, and purposes. Exploring the differences and similarities between these two practices reveals the nuances of their roles in human culture, spirituality, and self-awareness. Historical context of astrology and witchcraft. Astrology is one of the oldest systems of divination, dating back to ancient Mesopotamia, where priests studied the stars and planets to predict earthly events. Over millennia, astrology evolved into a complex system that interprets the influence of celestial bodies on human affairs. The practice became formalized in the Hellenistic period, where the zodiac was developed and planetary positions were systematically studied. Astrology influenced the sciences, politics, and daily life, becoming an integral part of both Eastern and Western cultures. Witchcraft, on the other hand, has a more diverse and fragmented history. Unlike astrology, which was often institutionalized and studied by scholars, witchcraft was a folk tradition practiced in various forms across different cultures. In ancient times, witchcraft was closely tied to the natural world and the cycles of the earth. Practitioners, often called witches, used herbs, rituals, spells, and divination to connect with nature and harness spiritual energies for various purposes, such as healing, protection, and insight. The perception of witchcraft underwent significant changes during the medieval and early modern periods, particularly in Europe. During the witch hunts of the 15th to 17th centuries, witchcraft was demonized by the Christian Church, which associated it with devil worship and heresy. Despite persecution, witchcraft survived and transformed, resurfacing in modern times as a key component of neo-pagan and Wiccan movements. Philosophical foundations. Astrology is founded on the principle that celestial bodies, planets, stars, and constellations exert an influence on earthly events and human behavior. The practice is rooted in the concept of a macrocosm-microcosm relationship, where the cosmos reflects the microcosm of individual lives. Astrologers believe that the positions and movements of celestial bodies at the time of a person's birth shape their personality, strengths, challenges, and life path. This belief aligns with the idea that there is an intrinsic order and interconnectedness within the universe. Witchcraft, by contrast, is grounded in animistic and pantheistic beliefs, where all things in nature are imbued with spirit and power. Practitioners of witchcraft often view the world as a web of interconnected energies that can be influenced through intention, ritual, and magic. Witchcraft does not rely on a strict cosmic order, but emphasizes the power of the individual and their relationship with the natural and spiritual realms. Central to witchcraft is the belief in personal empowerment and the ability to shape one's reality through magical practice. Astrology leans towards a more deterministic outlook, suggesting that certain life events and personality traits are preordained by the stars. Witchcraft, however, emphasizes personal agency and the capacity to alter one's circumstances through magical and ritualistic means. While both practices acknowledge a spiritual dimension to reality, astrology often seeks to understand it, whereas witchcraft seeks to actively engage and manipulate it. Tools and practices. Astrology and witchcraft employ different tools and methods to achieve their respective goals. In astrology, the primary tools are astrological charts, which map the positions of the planets and stars at a specific time. Astrologers use these charts to interpret the influences of celestial bodies, creating horoscopes that offer insights into personal traits, life events, and future possibilities. Astrology also involves calculations and precise measurements, making it more systematic and technical compared to witchcraft. Witchcraft utilizes a wide array of tools and practices, often tailored to the needs and preferences of the practitioner. Common tools in witchcraft include candles, herbs, crystals, wands, and cauldrons, each symbolizing different elements and energies. Rituals and spells are central to witchcraft, allowing practitioners to focus their intent and connect with spiritual forces. Divination methods such as tarot cards, scrying, and pendulum dowsing are also used in witchcraft to gain insights into the past, present, and future. Astrology is primarily a form of divination and interpretation. It is a passive art in the sense that it reads the influences already present rather than altering them. Witchcraft, on the other hand, is an active practice. Through spells and rituals, witches aim to influence outcomes, change circumstances, and manifest desires. This fundamental difference highlights astrology's focus on understanding and witchcraft's focus on action. Symbolism and language. Both astrology and witchcraft are rich in symbolism, but the symbols they use and their interpretations differ significantly. Astrology's language is built on the symbolism of the zodiac, planets, houses, and aspects. Each zodiac sign, planet, and house carries specific meanings that inform the interpretation of a chart. For example, Mars represents action, drive, and conflict, while Venus symbolizes love, beauty, and harmony. The interplay of these symbols allows astrologers to construct complex narratives about an individual's personality and life path. Witchcraft symbolism is more diverse and rooted in nature and mythology. The elements earth, air, fire, and water are fundamental symbols that represent different aspects of existence and the human experience. Deities, spirits, and archetypes from various mythological traditions are also central to witchcraft. Ritual tools such as the Athame ritual knife and pentacle are imbued with symbolic meanings that enhance the practitioner's connection to the spiritual realm. While astrology uses a fixed set of symbols and archetypes, witchcraft symbols are more fluid, often tailored to the practitioner's tradition or personal beliefs. The language of astrology is structured and precise, while the language of witchcraft is more intuitive and adaptable. Both, however, serve to bridge the material and spiritual worlds, providing a framework through which practitioners can engage with deeper, unseen forces. Purpose and application. Astrology and witchcraft serve different purposes, although both can be tools for self-discovery and empowerment. Astrology's primary purpose is to provide insight into the individual's character, life path, and potential challenges. It helps people understand their strengths, weaknesses, and the timing of key life events. Astrology is often used for guidance in making decisions, choosing auspicious times for important actions, and understanding relationship dynamics through synastry charts. Witchcraft, on the other hand, is a practical art aimed at influencing the world and achieving specific outcomes. Witches use spells and rituals to manifest desires, protect against harm, heal themselves and others, and connect with spiritual forces. Witchcraft is often practiced as a form of spiritual expression, personal empowerment, and a way to honor nature's cycles. The practical applications of witchcraft are vast, ranging from herbal healing and energy work to banishing negative influences and attracting positive opportunities. While astrology is more observational and interpretive, witchcraft is transformative and active. Astrology is often sought for understanding and predicting. Witchcraft is engaged for doing and changing. Despite these differences, both practices can complement each other. Astrology can guide the timing and focus of witchcraft rituals, and witchcraft can empower an individual to work with the cosmic influences highlighted by astrology. Astrology and witchcraft in modern times. In the modern era, astrology and witchcraft have both experienced a revival, particularly among younger generations seeking alternatives to conventional religion. The internet and social media have played significant roles in this resurgence, making both practices more accessible than ever before. Online platforms offer a wealth of resources, from astrological charts and apps to tutorials on spellwork and ritual crafting. Astrology has become a mainstream tool for self-help and introspection, with horoscopes and astrological insights widely available in magazines, websites, and social media. The practice has evolved to incorporate psychological insights, making it a popular tool for understanding personality and relationships. Modern astrology often emphasizes self-awareness and personal growth, moving beyond predictive astrology to focus on how individuals can work with cosmic energies to better their lives. Witchcraft has also shed much of its historical stigma, emerging as a form of spiritual practice that emphasizes personal power, connection to nature, and a holistic approach to well-being. Contemporary witchcraft is often aligned with feminist and eco-conscious values, celebrating the divine feminine and advocating for environmental stewardship. The rise of neo-paganism and Wicca has helped redefine witchcraft as a positive and empowering path. The intersection of astrology and witchcraft in modern practice is evident, as many modern witches incorporate astrological knowledge into their rituals. For example, spellwork may be timed according to lunar phases or planetary transits, and understanding one's astrological chart can inform the types of magic most aligned with their strengths and challenges. This blending of astrology and witchcraft reflects a broader trend towards holistic and integrative spiritual practices. Social perception and misconceptions. Both astrology and witchcraft have faced societal misconceptions, often fueled by misunderstandings of their true nature. Astrology, despite its ancient roots, is sometimes dismissed as a pseudoscience or mere entertainment. Skeptics often criticize astrology for its lack of empirical evidence and reliance on broad, generalized statements. However, for practitioners, astrology is less about scientific validation and more about the personal and symbolic meaning derived from celestial patterns. Witchcraft, historically associated with fear and persecution, still carries some of that stigma in modern times. Many people misunderstand witchcraft as being synonymous with harmful magic or superstition. In reality, contemporary witchcraft is a diverse and multifaceted spiritual practice that often focuses on healing, empowerment, and harmony with nature. The portrayal of witches in popular media as malevolent figures has contributed to this misconception, although recent depictions have started to shift towards more positive and nuanced portrayals. Both astrology and witchcraft challenge mainstream paradigms by embracing nonlinear, symbolic, and spiritual ways of understanding the world. They offer alternative paths for those seeking meaning outside of traditional religious or scientific frameworks. The growing acceptance of these practices reflects a broader cultural shift towards embracing diverse spiritualities and the exploration of the self. The future of astrology and witchcraft. As interest in alternative spiritual practices continues to grow, both astrology and witchcraft are likely to evolve in response to contemporary needs. Astrology's integration with technology through apps, websites, and digital chart calculators will continue to make it more accessible. Innovations in astrological techniques and the blending of traditional astrology with psychological and therapeutic approaches will likely expand its appeal. Witchcraft, with its emphasis on personal empowerment and ecological consciousness, is well suited to address modern concerns such as environmental sustainability and social justice. The ongoing reimagining of witchcraft as a positive spiritual path aligned with feminist and environmental values will continue to attract those seeking a more personal and connected spiritual practice. Astrology and witchcraft, while distinct, offer complementary paths that cater to different aspects of the human experience. Astrology provides a cosmic map that helps individuals navigate their inner and outer worlds, while witchcraft offers the tools and rituals to actively engage with and shape that world. Together, they represent a rich tapestry of spiritual traditions that continue to inspire, empower, and guide those who seek to understand the mysteries of existence.